What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. We're going to look at Demonology Warlock today. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm just going to look at the spec tree because I'm going to do the hero talents very soon. Don't worry, those videos are coming. There's been a lot of changes to the spec tree for Demonology Warlock that have sort of just massively changed things. So we're going to take a look at this tree. I got about 8 or 9 different points that I'm going to get through, and we're going to compare it to the current tree on live. I'm going to make sure I bring this in. And I'll put it like in the middle of the screen here somewhere so you can see what I'm talking about. So make sure I do this so it actually works. So let's cover all the stuff in the spec tree. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay of kind of what it looks like now. There's been some pretty dramatic changes. So first and foremost, let's start with Demonic Tyrant. Of course, your main cooldown. This is moved more centrally in the tree as opposed to being in the bottom section, so you don't have to actually take it in the bottom section anymore. You get it in the mid section, which is great. That's nice. It's a 1 minute cooldown by default now. You do not have to take Grand Warlock's design in order to get that 30 seconds off the cooldown. To make it a 1 minute cooldown, you just get that baseline, which is really good. It means in Mythic Plus in particular, every single pack you're going to have this sucker up, and you don't have to make the agonizing choice of getting like Reign of Tyranny or Grand Warlock's design, right? It's very annoying to have to choose between the two of those because they're both very, very good. You just get both like for free now because you get the 1 minute cooldown here and you get Reign of Tyranny underneath. So you're still going to empower all those extra imps. That's going to be really strong, and you get the 1 minute cooldown. It just works better in Mythic Plus. I think Blizzard is starting to learn, they're starting to understand finally that 1 minute cooldowns in Mythic Plus are really powerful. Those are really good. And I think that they just work with the cadence, with the pacing of how Mythic Plus tends to go. 30-second, 1 minute cooldowns, these are good. 2 minute cooldowns, 3 minute cooldowns, those are just like annoying. 2 minutes can kind of be okay because if your tank pulls a bunch of stuff together, it can be okay. But like 3 minute cooldowns especially are just garbage. So they're going in the right direction. They're trending the right way with Demonology, and they're bringing Tyrant into a better place, in my opinion. And they're removing the choice that you had to take down here at the bottom. The next big one is that they are removing like all of the 2-point nodes. There is not a single 2-point choice node on this tree anymore. Okay. There used to be 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 5 of them right there. And then there was 5 at the bottom, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So they got rid of all 10 of these. And all you have now is 1-point choice nodes. And there is ridiculous amounts of connections in the tree. Everything connects to everything else now. So you really have every choice in the world that you could possibly want. Do you want to buff your Vile Fiend? You can do that. Do you want to buff your Dreadstalkers instead? Do you want to buff your Imps? Do you want to buff your Felguard? Whatever you want to do, you can do that, and you can basically pick up every little piece of the build that you're going to want to pick up. So the pathing and stuff now is just amazing. It's really, really good. Okay, love that. They removed Nether Portal. Nether Portal used to be down here in the bottom left on the old tree. It's gone now, and all the Nether Portal connections are gone, and they've replaced that with Doom. Doom used to be in the middle of the tree and have really no synergy with Demonology at all. It used to do like nothing interesting, nothing cool. It was just Doom, and it was really dumb. Now they've put Doom in the bottom left where Nether Portal was, and they've given it 3 different nodes that are connected to it, okay? The biggest one I want to talk about is this capstone node now, which is called Pact of the Arid Rune. I don't know. When Doom expires, you summon a Doom Guard that casts 5 demon bolts before departing. This thing is really powerful, and I'm going to show you in a second. It does not get extended with your Demonic Tyrant. So if you summon this guy before Tyrant, then you press your Tyrant, it does not summon, it does not extend him. Sorry, just so you know. But he does count, as far as I understand, as a demon, as a pet, and you get bonus mastery damage from him applying to him, which is really, really good. Okay. So they got rid of Doom, and sorry, they didn't get rid. They got rid of the Nether Portal, and they replaced it with a Doom line. I think the Doom line is really good now. Doom is also now an AOE ability, so it does shadow damage to a target, and then it does 52,000 shadow damage to all enemies within 10 yards after 20 seconds. And of course, the entire purpose of Doom is to be cooling it down while it's active to get it to detonate early. That's what you want to do now. And you can do that with these cool talents like Doom Eternal. Demonic cores now reduce the duration of Doom by an additional 2 seconds. So at a baseline level, every demonic core that you consume reduces Doom's detonation time by 3 seconds, you can buff that to 5 by taking Doom Eternal. So that means that the damage, the AoE damage coming out of Doom is going to happen quicker, and it means you're going to summon this Doom Guard guy who's going to throw out these Doom Bolts quicker as well. And then the biggest part of Doom Eternal is that when Doom is removed, the cooldown is reset. So like, unfortunately, this is so sad because it's not working right now. I was testing it, and my demonic core consumptions were not reducing the cooldown of Doom. No matter what combination of talents I chose, it just wasn't working. Okay, so hopefully I put in a report already. I issued a bug report, and hopefully they're going to fix that soon. But you can see what they're going for here. You put Doom, you consume a couple of demonic cores, and then it's detonating right away. It's summoning this guy that's throwing out these Doom bolts, and then you just cast it again, and you go again. And like, this is something that is going to become a very, very powerful ability on every single pack in Mythic Plus, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a staple of your builds. I can't see you running a build without this in Mythic Plus. It's just way too strong, and it does infringe a little bit on your GCD usage, which, like, you have a lot of buttons you need to press as Demonology. You do need to get quite a few buttons going, but this becomes part of kind of your regular maintenance buttons that you're pressing, like a Shadow Bolt or Demon Bolt, or like a Hand of Gul'dan that's just refreshing your imps. Like, it becomes kind of part of that rotation. I would say once you get this sucker going, you're going to be proccing this every 10 seconds or less. So it'll be like a 10-second maintenance buff, but it's worth pressing because it does so much AoE damage now. And it summons this guy. I mean, you can feel the impact of it, especially because it summons this Doom guy who throws out all these bolts. It's a really good ability, and I'm glad they replaced Nether Portal with Doom. Now, if you're wondering, if you liked Nether Portal and you're like, damn, I want to summon more demons from like the Nether, don't worry. You're basically getting Nether Portal from the Diabolist tree, which I'll talk about in another video, but this is going to be summoning that Pit Lord or Mother of Chaos or Overlord, right? And that's kind of what Nether Portal was doing, right? And so you're going to get that benefit anyway if you take that here. They kind of baked that into that hero talent tree, so you can get the best of both worlds if you want to. Okay, that's my little Doom rant. I think it's a really good ability now. Super good. There's new Vile Fiend talents. So Vile Fiend used to be a choice node up here with Soul Strike. It's not anymore. You get Soul Strike guaranteed, basically, and then the Soul Strike buff down here. Vile Fiend has moved to the bottom of the tree, and it has a couple of supporting nodes now. You've got, let me get rid of that. There we go. You've got increasing the Vile Fiend damage, Foul Mouth, and now it applies Wicked Maw, which is really cool. Wicked Maw causes your target to take 20% additional shadow damage from your demons. So again, might be really good synergy there with your other demons. And then you have a choice node at the bottom here now. Mark of Shatug or Shatog or Mark of Farag. I don't know, I can't say these things. Basically, one is single target. This is Gloom Slash. It strikes your target, causes your Vile Fiend's melee attacks to deal additional shadow damage over 6 seconds. Very, very cool. Or they can have an AoE burn effect going on where they're kind of cloaked in flames and they're burning enemies around them. The Vile Fiend, sorry, the one Vile Fiend himself, okay? So again, I would say just single target AoE. If you're doing Mythic Plus, take this one. If you're doing AoE, take this Shadow one here. So cool, those are cool. I like that a lot. And you don't have to take this, but I think this really is going to buff your Vile Fiend and make it incredibly strong, which is great. Then, of course, extending your Vile Fiend with your Demonic Tyrant is a big deal because you get this extra burning over time, hitting all these different enemies, or you're going to get that single target shadow damage happening even more. Power Siphon is getting an extra talent that I think is actually really important. In the current tree, there's no buffs to Power Siphon at all. It's a 30-second cooldown. In the alpha right now, I have it at a 25-second cooldown. I think that's because I'm taking power, the extra talent underneath. So this does not exist right now. You can make it a 25-second cooldown and increase the damage of the Demon Bolt. This, to me, felt really important. It felt like that 25-second cooldown was a perfect amount of time for me to not have to stand there like spamming my Shadow Bolts in order to try and get a proc, in order to be able to, you know, keep my demons going. It felt like the 25-second Power Siphon was a great amount of time, and I was getting it back just on time. I could press it again, sacrifice some imps, get 2 charges of Demonic Core, and keep the cycle going. You just want to keep always be summoning demons, right? And you get that demonic core, you fire off a demon bolt, you get 2 shards, and then you can do another round of dreadstalkers or your imps, whatever the case might be. So it felt to me like Blood Invocation was a really, really good, I don't know if it's mandatory, I'm probably just not playing very well, but it feels kind of mandatory right now to really keep the cycle going, and we'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think about that. It's probably just that I'm not a very good demo player. That could be also part of it. This could be a crutch for noobs like me. There you go. The midsection gates, those, again, I actually sort of covered this already, but these all used to be 2-point talents. And again, having the entire bottom part of your tree gated off by 2-point talents is miserable, and I'm really glad they changed that. So now, again, not only are they all 1-point talents, but there's a million different choices that you have. You can go Umbral Blaze, you could go for the Blood Invocation, like if you're a noob like me. You can go for Demonic Calling, which you're probably always going to want that. You can buff your Grimoire Felguard if you want, or you can do the Fellstorm buff. Like, there's so many choices here that you get to do depending on what build you're going to be focusing on, depending on what content you're tackling. Okay, those are all the major changes. And again, I think the tree, one of the biggest ones is just making all those 2-pointers become 1-pointers. That just makes the build, excuse me, feel so much better. Like the choices you have now, the pathing that you need, that you want to do, you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want to do with this build now. I just think it's absolutely incredible, and I think it plays really well as well. It feels good when you're playing it. So let me just show you a little bit of how it looks now. I don't think the gameplay is going to be particularly different, except for this Doom edition, and I'm going to make sure that I show you that. We're going to make sure that I show you, yeah, all this stuff here. So I'm going to get my Charhound and my Dreadstalkers going, and then I'm going to immediately consume some imps so I can get a proc, so that I can do Hand of Gul'dan a couple of times and then get my Tyrant going, okay? So that's going to be my... We'll start with Charhound because he's a 15-second duration. Dreadstalkers are only a 12-second duration. Wait, hello? Oh, there we go. I just completely messed that up. Holy cow, what am I doing? Here we go. Here we go. We got it. Don't worry. Let's do this. We'll do this guy. One more. Oh, it didn't give me another proc. Okay, whatever. We're going to summon the Tyrant. Extend everybody. This is all going very poorly already. So okay, let's get Doom. I didn't even get Doom going. Oh my god, there's Doom. So you can see Doom. It should be that, like, whenever I get a Demon Bolt proc here, I'll try and show it to you. I can't show you right now because this is all going. I'm not getting any procs at all. Okay, we'll get a proc here. I'll show you on the next Doom, okay? So there's that Doom Guard. He comes out, he's throwing Shadow Bolts. I'm gonna press my Demon Bolt. It's not making my Doom go any quicker, and it should make my Doom, like, go really fast there. So I'm a little bit pissed about that. It's okay though, we'll figure it out, not a big deal. Either way, every time Doom expires, there's another Doom Guard coming out, and boy, does he do a lot of damage. I mean, it's awesome. I think it's just doing tons of damage. So that's really cool. You still have Implosion that you can use, of course, if you want to. I'm not even sure when the right time to use Implosion is, but you can see, I think the general, like, cadence of what you're doing on this is perfectly fine. Like, it all makes sense to me. We're gonna get our Tyrant going in a second once I get my Dreadstalkers back. Your rotation just really hasn't changed that much, in my opinion. Here's Dreadstalkers, and then we'll also do some imps, and then we'll do Tyrant. Here we go. Let's extend everybody. I should have obviously included my Charhound, but he wasn't up at the time, so I got a little impatient. But this is it. Like, you're summoning your Vile Fiend or your Charhound. Every time you do this Doom thing, it should be reducing it by pressing Demon Bolt, but it's not, so hopefully that'll get fixed eventually. And you can really just do any build that you want. I'm serious. I think that because of the pathing constraints that have been lifted off of you now, I think you can do basically any build you're kind of looking to do. And adding in Doom, I think, is a great idea to help keep that going. You can see my Demonic Core procs are fine. I keep getting lots of Demonic Core procs, and the cycle just keeps on going. I think this 25-second power siphon is absolutely incredible. And again, it just keeps everything going really smoothly. So we'll do one more round of Demonic Tyrant here, and try to get as many imps going as I can. I'm not very good at keeping my imps up. I realize that. Have mercy on me, okay? This is not my main spec by any means. Let's get some Demonic Cores going. We'll do this into Dreadstalkers. Then we'll get a few more of them going into our Tyrant. And there we go. Our Tyrant's out, and he's doing lots of damage. We'll get all our imps. Might as well do that. And then again, you can just always keep refreshing Doom which I think is great. I think Doom fits really well into the spec now, as opposed to before where it was kind of complete garbage. There's my power siphon coming back right on time, keeping this whole train rolling. There we go. Doom again. Look at all the damage that Doom Guard is doing. Like, it's kind of wild, actually. So, yeah, it's looking good, guys. I think that this is looking really good. Once we add in the hero talents on top, I think it's going to be even more incredible, especially if you get more demons from Diabolist or Soul Harvester. I will go over these soon, I promise. But you're going to get the base tree itself, even without these hero talents, has been dramatically improved. It's been really, really fixed, in my opinion. Oh, I'm dying. I think it's been completely fixed. All the gates are better. All the 2-point talents are gone. All the pathing is amazing. You can go wherever you want. You have a really cool new Doom idea. Nether Portal is gone, but it can be basically replaced with Diabolist. It's all just buffs from what I can see. Unless I'm missing something here. I think this is just a slam dunk from Blizzard for you Demonology Warlocks. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. All you guys who play this spec, please let me know what you're thinking. What is your favorite part of this? Yeah, please let me know. I would love to hear from all of you down there. Thank you so much again for watching. Love you guys. I will see you in the next one.